Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And the right-hander with the good curveball. McCullers winds, fires.
Ball, that's out.
just about ready to go. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on. Just about set. And today's starter, Colton Gordon.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later. Maybe second, third. Time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Inside. So this is a surprise. Action out in the bullpen in just the first inning. Ryan Gusto, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. ground ball left side. And the first out of the game is an easy one. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 outs, base is empty. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 2. And a foul ball. Pitch misses there, and the count's full. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. In the air out to center. Myers on his way in. Got it. Nice grab. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for Kansas City. And now the Astros go to work for the first time. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And today's starter, Seth Lugo.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
We go to the bottom of the 1st, and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1-2. The count.
And now it's Christian Walker.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering misses, and the count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
2-2.
Three-two now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Yainer Diaz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Now a chance for Yainer Diaz. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That one missed.
That's low. That's a ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next one misses. Ball three.
That's a really good take.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Soft contact in the air, brings it in for the third out. Two left for the Astros. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Leading off, Michael Massey. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now here is Michael Garcia. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting seventh,
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. And that one missing low. Man at first, one away.
Runner.
To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out.
So much for the first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
Next pitch is outside.
3-1.
Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with two gone.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Drew Waters stands in. Two outs.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch two-out double made this inning interesting.
The 1-2. Next offering is outside. Out to short. Pena gets it to first. That ends the frame. Royals leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Houston, we head to the bottom of the second. And now the DH, Zach DeZenzo. Late on that fastball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
And he grounds one to the right side. Massey. In plenty of time to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Jake Myers, the next to hit. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it and hit it hard. Had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair. Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. On the ground. Witt. And the Astros put down in order. Astros are down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at Dyken Park, and now it's Kyle Isbell.
Kyle Isbell.
On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So the batting order turns over. Jonathan India at the plate. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is late, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Now batting, first baseman, Triston Casas.
2 on, 1 out. Pasquantino getting ready to hit. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
Struck him out. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Back here in Houston, now it's Brendan Rodgers. The 1-1. On the ground to third. Jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jeremy.
My goodness, Chris. He had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got a cannon.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. 1 down, base is empty. Check swing called strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Grounds 1 to short. Witt over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Jose
Altuve up to hit here.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So they go quietly there. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. And we're back.
Leading
John
off for the
Shelby with Chris
Royals,
Singleton
catcher,
and set to lead
Salvador
off the
Perez.
fourth, Salvador Perez. The lefty fires. Perez tries to hold up, appeal to first, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. Line to left, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting, second baseman, Michael
Here's the
Massey.
second baseman, Michael Massey.
Ball.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And here is Michael Garcia. The 1-1. And a curve is down and in. The 2-1. And that's just foul. Fourth inning underway, no score. Stays alive. The 2-2. And there's a ball.
We got a full count.
This to center field. Myers on his way over. Makes the grab after a long run. And there are two down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Manager out of the dugout. Out now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Colton Gordon done for the day, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to the righty, Hunter Brown.
Number 58.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One hit, one left. And midway in the fourth, no score. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
off for
four.
the
Now
Astros,
here is
third
Isaac
baseman,
Paredes.
Isaac Paredes.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Just misses.
Ball.
And the count's even at 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Renfroe in position. And there's one down. So
Kansas City. Number 41, Daniel Lynch.
up and in. 2-1. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2.
Full count.
And it stays fair.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now Yainer Diaz. And that's outside. Walker over at first with one away. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Off balance feed, there's one. And that's 2. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We're headed to the 5th. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate,
Leading
Drew
off for
Waters.
Kansas City, left fielder Drew Waters.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Here's a 2-1.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Ripped to right. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right side. Smith squeezes it, and that is that. Offense held in check there. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Back here in Houston, bottom of the inning. So now the Astros designated hitter, Zach DeZenzo. Back up the middle and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Swung on, belted. That one is back. Out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. It's 2-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Yeah, the batter now, Cam Smith.
1-2.
To the right side, Massey. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
So digging in, Brendan Rodgers. Still only one out here in the inning. Hit hard, base hit.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now
so the lineup flips over. Jeremy Pena will hit next.
Pena.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 3-1. Rodgers off of first with 2 away. Into center and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate. And
nice grab. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Dyken Park, now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boo. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
And a 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Hunter Brown gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 56, Ronel Blanco.
Just misses with that one. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Josh Hader preparing to come on if needed. Okert also getting ready. Swings and misses. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And that's ball four.
Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first with one gone. Salvi steps into the box now.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Now that
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Two outs. Foul ball there. Good eye right there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And now it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Royals nothing. Well, we go bottom six, and the batter now, Christian Walker.
Baseman, Christian Walker.
Fouled off left side. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Renfroe hauls it in for the out, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher Yainer.
Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. On the ground right side. Fires to first in time.
Now batting, designated hitter Zach DeZenzo.
2 down, bases empty. Zach DeZenzo, the next to hit. Next pitch is downstairs. This one popped up. Massey pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
of
for the
inning number
Royals,
7.
third
So up now
baseman,
for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, these Royals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far. And that's something they should feel very good about.
Next pitch is outside.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Myers makes the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball, Walker. And he takes it himself for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching for the Astros.
Steven.
Number 4. Steven Oker. Now pitching for the Astros. Number 71. Josh Hader.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough
Kyle
air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. Tying run at the plate. Runner takes off for third. In the air, left field, down the line. It's going to fall for a hit. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Digging in, Jonathan India. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Clark.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. And now here is Jake Myers.
Jake Myers.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bullpen action for the Royals. Lucas Erceg appears to be getting loose. Schreiber getting cranked up as well. Fastball is outside.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And the slider just misses.
Full count.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. So up next,
Now
Brendan Rodgers.
Second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
On the ground, right side. Nice stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Now, Jeremy Pena. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1 left for Houston, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Taylor
50.
Scott.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr.
Now, this guy, a player that if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
Ball, that's high.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Salvador Perez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boog?
Substitution being made at first. Pinch running here. Cabin Biggio.
18.
One down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Salvador Perez holding on to a 1-run lead. And we're in the top of the 8th. The next pitch misses. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one drifts inside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Michael Massey in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On to run for the Royals, Mark Canha. First and second, 1 out. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Two on, 1 out. Liner snagged at first. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Taylor Scott won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Hayden Wesneski.
Number 39. Hayden Wesneski.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Inside corner for a strike. And the count 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Caleb Ort up and throwing. Freddie Freddie, the new catcher now. So Dick. So 1 out, nobody on. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes.
Third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty, and it remains 2-2. And they'll do it again. In the air, left field. Waters under this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Now batting first baseman, Christian
2 outs, base is
Walker.
empty. And here is Christian Walker. That one outside.
2-2.
And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Upstairs.
Got a full count.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Walker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. To his knee. The throw to first. And he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
And next to hit for Houston, Zach DeZenzo. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. 2 left for the Astros. They lead it 2-1. Back here in Houston. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Right fielder,
What are you looking to
Hunter
do in these
Renfroe.
spots? You're down a run. You're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with 1 swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat, ultimately, however he can.
For the Astros. Number 52, Brian Abreu.
Off the
That's
plate.
it. That's the
Counts
ball.
full. 3-2.
Count's full.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it
Now
up any
batting,
better than
left
that.
fielder,
Couldn't get any air
Drew
under it,
Waters.
but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
No outs. Runner at first. Drew Waters steps in for the Royals. Gets a piece and stays alive. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he hits a ground ball right side. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
He's 2 outs away. And next up for the Royals, Kyle Isbell. Here goes the runner. Pitch is low.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Throw, and they got him.
Nice little battle of speed versus power right there. Great wheels on the base pass. Top-tier arm behind the dish. Really good transfer from that glove to the throwing arm. Got it down there in a hurry. That's why he doesn't get tested very often.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Abreu is just 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up. Pena. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.